but I think in the end, the film tells us, if we pay attention to it and live with it long enough, don't you think, Stephen? I mean, it's mainly intuitive, really. You can't say that a scene needs to have music, you know. Judd Hirsch was wonderful the other night. The actor, wonderful actor from Fableman. Can I tell a little story on Judd? And he came up to me and he said, "John, what was my music in the scene?" And I said, "Judd, actually there's no music in your scene." And some man walked by and he said to the man, "You see, he told me I was so good it didn't need any music."
Oh, how funny.
But E.T., I really think, it's hard to say because Saving Private Ryan, I think, is the greatest Second World War story ever. I think it is.
And we'll get to that.
And E.T., but I think E.T. is maybe Stephen's masterpiece. It's almost a perfect film, really. And now, 40 years later, and the performances are so fabulous. And is it okay if I tell a story on me that is a little bit off the point? The point is the speed of the bicycles that lift up over the moon. And that's always bothered me a little bit, particularly when I'm conducting it, you know, and I'm thinking to myself, what is the speed of escape velocity? How fast do you have to be going to be able to lift out of gravity? Maybe there's a physicist here who will tell us. But I never knew what that was, and it was on my mind. Last year I went to Kennedy Center and they do something musically, and NASA decided to give me an award. Is this okay if I tell this story?
I don't even know the story.
So listen away. So the man that was presenting this thing to me was an astronaut, and in a quiet moment I said to him, "What is Colonel something?" I said, "Colonel, what is escape velocity?" And he said, "It's 17,500 miles an hour." I said, "Thank you very much." And he said, "What happens is you get on the spaceship, and it takes 8 minutes to get from 0 to 17,500 miles an hour." He said, "For 8 minutes, we're in the cabin, and it's shaking like crazy. It's deafening and disorienting. And you finally get up, you reach 17.5, and suddenly everything stops, and there's no gravity, and it's completely quiet." And he said, "Our crew and another one of my crews," he said, "when we arrive at the quiet moment, they have a minute off before they start their procedures to sort of regain their balance and things. So he said, we have a minute of silence when we break through from gravity. And what do we play on our two ships? We look at the Earth and we play Star Wars."